golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is good by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty rich and rare. In history's page let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains then let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Umpire's just about to throw the ball up in the middle and they're away. The rucks both at it, both got a hand on it, nowhere. Fitzgerald grabs the ball, he's tackled hard, slung to the ground, there'll be a ball up. Umpire Nick Fay and the other umpires David Tiller. Local umpires, ball's knocked forward. Young Adam Harsmer gets the ball forward. Off to Cretton, Harsmer again, kicks it forward. Just kicked it wide of the goal post, you'd be minor score to Ramblers. Open the scoring, 1 point. That was good movement. Rambler boys will have to be jumping out of their skins today to beat this Tumby Bay side. Cody's under the ball, takes a mark, mark's paid. In opposition to Pedler and Minard. Kicks down the line, there's a shank the kick, it's a wobbly one, nobody gets a hand on it, it's out towards the boundary line, goes out of bounds. I think the ball was aimed for young Shannon. The kick wasn't too good, nervous one. They're throwing on the outer side. Just on the wing, there's a heap of players there. There'll be some nerves out there, there's young players on both sides. Take a little while to settle down. Tumby get a kick forward into the half forward line. Taking a nice grab. There's Josh Hunt. Hunty gets the kick. Primey put one hand up. Got legged, I think. Paid for a trip. Primed to line up, probably 40 metres out. Probably in the slot for a guy like this. He's kicked a heap of goals this year and this shouldn't be any different. Lining up now, he's kicked it straight as a die. Tumby get the first major on the ground.
It's Primary's 137th goal for this season. 136 right up to this game. So he's started off well in the grand final of 2007. Ramblers going for another one after last year and a few years before that. Tumby Bay looking for the undefeated year. Minard and Code go up for it. It's a good tap to Curtis. Holman kicks it high. Damien Clark gets underneath to take the mark. Kicks it out to the side. Gets it to Michael Curtis, who kicks it to Shannon.
Oh.
Looks for options in his 50. Not the best of kicks, but Reid may find it. And it's gone out. Tumby Bay, a few nervous kicks here at the beginning. Hopefully they can settle soon. Another good rack there by both sides. Good fighting there for the ball from both teams. Desperate to stop Tumby from getting the first couple of goals on the board. Goes up just outside Tumby's goals. Jeffo picks up, has a shot for goal. And it's stopped by the Ramblers defence. They're going to get it in their possession now, try and get it back down to their forward 50.
Yeah, Scott Micken to kick out, fullback goes long out to the bottom side, across to the boundary. Shannon goes up, drops the mark, gathers the ball, has a quick kick forward. Tumby handball forward. Yabby's got it, kicks forward, long kick into the goal square, 10 metre square. Micken punches away from Prime, he'll have to do that all day. Ramblers gather, got the handball out, gets tackled late. Yeah, I thought it was a little late. Didn't have the ball. Rambler free kick. Just a little bit late on the tackle. Coming up the line, up the boundary side towards the bar area. Micken's up, down. Reid was up, no mark. Be a throw in right in front of the crowd. Half forward line for Tumby Bay. Tyson Micken's at the ruck. Bit of a mismatch both ruckman there. Curtis kicks, Craig forward to nobody really. Micken leads the race to the ball, gathers nicely, gets a kick along the boundary. It's out of bounds. Tumby players calling for deliberate, but 30 metres sideways, so that's a bit tough. Ball will come back in. Micken's going the ruck. No, Holman takes the ruck. Micken gathers again, gets a kick forward. Tumby Bay gathers. Shannon's grabbed the ball, kicks forward, smothered. High tackle on Andrew Cabot for Ramblers on the half-back line. Just a bit nervous, some players got to settle down yet. He kicks long up the wing, looking for Pedler. Manhandled a bit, no mark to Tumby Bay. Cody goes the ball, looking for a handball, gets a kick on the left. Gets forward, Tumby Bay under the ball, get the handball onto Shannon. Try to dodge the player, gets on the left. Gone across the ground, probably should have gone forward. Reed gathers the ball again, got on the left, shanks the kick. Minor score to Tumby Bay. So Micken will bring the ball back in again, he'll go to the bottom side. He's played short, no. Bunga Fitz kicks the ball out to Holman. Holman takes a nice mark, pocket for Ramblers in the back lines. Go along the outer side, mark to Kenny Nagel, nice overheader. Just playing possession footy at this stage, just trying to work it out of the back lines. Looking for an option, going to go down the line. Right on the line, there's a push there. Minard goes down, but no free kick. Throw in, umpire deems, so there'll be a throw in on the outer side. Code and Minard to go at the ruck, that'll be all day I would imagine. Minard gets a tap forward. Back towards the boundary line, be another throw-in. Gains about 5 metres for Ramblers. There'll be some good matchups today round the ground with the ex-A grade league players and Pedler and Curtis. Matchups in the middle will be good. So a bit of a scramble over there. Can't quite see who's getting it. Ramblers get the ball out. Harsma goes at the ball, goes to ground. Tumby Bay gather. Gets a kick forward. Down to the half forward, I reckon Reed gathers again. No, there's a free kick on. Tumby Bay win the free kick. Must have been hanging on something off the ball.
John Hunt kicks it into the forward 50. Not really to anyone at the moment. Shannon tries to get it before it goes to the boundary, doesn't quite make it. Have a throw in right next to Tumby Bay's goals. The rucks go up again. Prime's gone up this time. Both teams fighting for it. Ramblers want it out of the 50. Good tackle there by Ricky Clark and Josh Cave for Tumby Bay. Ball goes up again. No one really goes for it at this stage. Tyson Micken sees it over the boundary. Tumby Bay getting into their forward 50, just not using it while they're down there, which is a credit to Ramblers' defence at the moment. Prime goes up again for it. Ramblers still fighting hard in the defence and get it out of there. Bounces over James's head and it's going to go over the boundary line. Code and Minard again. Match up of the day probably. Goes straight to Shannon. Damien Clark gets it through the middle, doesn't quite pick it up. That's going to be a free kick, play the advantage to Damien Clark. Goes into the forward line, looks for Jared Kemp, doesn't quite take the mark. Goes for it again. And there's going to be a free kick to Ramblers. Kemp's just come in there a bit late in the back. Kick it out to Cody Pilgrim. Pilgrim looks to go down the side. Looks for Simon Pedler, who's just a slight nudge out of the way. Probably a bit unlucky, but he gives it to Jacob Cave for the free kick. Not really going to anyone, but Cody Pilgrim gets there in the end. Good tackle by Jared Kemp. And they're going to push over the boundary line with Luke Shannon. Good tap there by the rucks, picked up by Craig Curtis. Gone on to Luke Shannon, who kicks it into the 50, looking for Prime. Can't quite mark it. Good tap there by Micken. Picked up by Shannon, not quite. Prime has a snap at goal, and it's out of bounds on the full. Obviously, prime filling the pressure, male medalist 2007. Had a great year, kicking his 100 goals, plus more. And I'll be looking for him today to get the goals on the board if the Tumby are going to come through. Kicks out to Brad Claughton. Can't quite get it. John Hunt picks it up. David Fleming drops the mark, but recovers well. Gets it to Isaac LeBrun. Tyson Micken gets it away, but John Hunt picks it up on the boundary and has a snap at goal. Put it at the top of the 50. Shannon can't quite take the mark, but they get it back again. Ramblers have got it on the ground. Shannon goes for the tackle. Primey has a snap. Don't think it's quite going to get there again. Another point, Tumby Bay on the board, which will give Ramblers the possession.
Yeah, it's fairly scrappy, fairly tight as you'd expect in the grand final. I think Ramblers will have to keep this sort of pressure up for 4 quarters to just stifle Tumby's kick at the goal. They like the run-on type game. It's a big oval. We'll have to see whether they've got it in them to keep it up. Micken kicks out wide, top side of the ground. Ramblers in front. Micken didn't mark. Joe Shannon gathers. A little dinky left-footed to nobody. Scott Micken runs at the ball. Gathers. Gets to Cody Pilgrim. Goes wide. Micken's out there again. Left-footers are working together and it goes out of bounds, smothered off the boot. It's tight and scrambly as you'd expect. Nobody's getting an inch, and nor should they in a grand final. 2 players over the ball, Curtis being one. Wins a free kick. Goes to pass to the centre of the ground, goes to the forward. There's a man on his own. Young LeBrun, I think. Probably be right on his distance, I reckon. He'll have to give it a ride. He does. Didn't hit the post. There's a poster for Tumby. That's another point. That's 3 points in a row. Ramblers will kick out from fullback. Micken takes off, goes the other side this time. Nagel again drops the ball, doesn't take the clean mark. Bump comes in, but dodge that. Now it's to be a ball up right on the other side. Just fairly untidy, scrambly sort of footy at the moment. Ball goes up. Rucks go at it. It's fair way away. Fitzgerald gets tackled. Ball comes out. Ramblers kick. Pedler goes up. Right on the boundary line. Touched. Be a throw in. Might be a fair bit of footy on that side today. The wind's pushing it over there and it's fairly hard to see who's going at the footy from here. Code and Ruckman go up again. Long sweeping handball. Missed by the Tumby Bay player. Too slow to gather. Rambler boys get there. Claughton gets a handball out. Fitzgerald gathers, takes off, gets tackled, gets handball out to Paul Boxer. Gets a kick, but it's smothered off the boot. There's lots of players in there. It's scrambly. Get a handball comes out. Tumby Bay handball back in, tackled. Ball goes up. The ball was bouncing uneven today on this hard ground because there hasn't been much rain. It'll happen all day. Gets shanked out of there by Ramblers again towards the boundary line. Be a throw in on the other side. So a fairly hard tussle at the moment. Players are trying to sort each other out. This could happen all quarter. Jim Holman goes up for the ruck. Nobody really wins it. Can't see for runners and trainers. Cabot's over the ball, knocks it out. Fitzgerald's there. Tumby tackle. Another ball up. Could be a quarter of ball up's the way it's looking. Ball goes up. Rucks go at it. They're up high. Nobody really wins. Tight tackling. It's fierce in there. Umpire will come in for another ball up. Holman goes up again, gets tapped down, misses Fitzgerald in the ruck. Balls to the boundary line. Kick comes in from Tumby Bay over the top to Curtis, who's sitting there on his own. In range, will have a shot at goal. Probably only 25, 30 metres out. He should kick this. Lining up now, heading in. Takes a poke at it, straight over the goal umpire's head. Second goal to Tumby Bay. Be 2 goal forward, a Ramblers 1 point. So it's been a fairly tough struggle this last 15 minutes of footy. Tumby haven't really torn it apart and Ramblers aren't really letting them. So we've just got to see what pans out for the rest of the game. Tumby, I think, probably the way the wind's looking, it's just gone around a bit to the north. So they're probably with the scoring end at the moment. Ball's about to go up in the middle again. Fleming, Curtis, Minard's up high, gets the ruck, but straight to the opposing ruckman in Tumby. Cody gets the tap down. Rambler player gathers the ball, gets well tackled. It's fairly scrambling in. Whittle comes out with the ball. Long kick forward to Pedler. He grabs the ball. No, doesn't get paid the mark. Tumby Bay gather, try to dodge the tackle, gets caught, gets his kick away. Boxer gathers the ball, pokes it forward again to Pedler. Looking for the hands. Gets a quick kick, Ramblers. 1 on 2 or 3 Tumby Bay players over there. That's hard work. And we'll have a ball up in Ramblers' forward pocket this time. Ball goes up quick. Ruckman are at it. Pedler and Curtis gets over the ball, gets tackled. Didn't get rid of it. Tumby player gets tackled again, gets the handball out. Laurie gets met heavily, gets the kick away. Micken comes in hard. Tumby Bay tackle, didn't really have the ball. Long kick from Tumby half back to half forward. Reid takes the mark. He's a left footer, he'll wheel back in. Goes for the long kick. And a late tackle called on Clawton. It was a bit silly. But I think Prime had the mark anyway, so it's really irrelevant. So lining up from about 20 metres. Already had one of these, went straight through the middle. Should happen again. Running in now. Straight through the middle, Tumby Bay.
Prime's got 2 now. And Tumby Bay look like they're going to be on a bit of a roll at the moment. Ramblers still sticking with them. Players feeling the heat today. Plenty of water getting out there. The umpire brings it in. We're going to have another ball up. Ramblers want to look to get this one down there forward, see if they can get a goal before the end of the first quarter. Minard goes up again. Good match up with Code. Jefferson kicks it out of the centre. He looks for Curtis in the back possibly. Nothing called. Taps it out. That one's going to be in the back. Settle down, Tumby players. That's just stupid there by Tumby Bay. Could have been a possibility to get into their forward 50, another goal, and he possibly could be dragged for that. Kick down by Micken, good kick, no one could take the mark. And it's over there on the far boundary again, and it's out over there. So we'll see another throw in for the first quarter, been plenty of those today. Minard and Code go up again, no one gets up very high. They hit it out. Plenty of Tumby blokes there. Damien Clark looks. May have played around with a bit. Jacob Cave kicks down the centre. Ramblers bloke can't quite take the mark. Good tackle there. Fitzgerald. Josh Cave takes the mark from the Ramblers bloke. Heads towards the boundary, being chased down by the Tumby bloke. That'd be Jared Kemp. Ramblers keep it in well. Plenty of Ramblers blokes over there. But they knock it out with Jim Holman takes it over the line with a nice little shove from Jay Shannon. They throw it in again. Kemp goes up, someone comes through the James, that came through the top in the ruck. Ramblers kick it out, get it down the side again, heading in the same spot it has all quarter. Code can't quite pick it up, and it's going to be a free kick to Ramblers. It's maybe the chance that they need to get it down to their forward 50. Kick it down. James Cutterford can't quite take it, but he's going to get the hands in the back. Good call there by the umpire, who looks to go into the 50. Damien Clark takes a good mark in defence. Plays on, not best kick. Simon Pedler picks it up, can't quite get it. Tummy blokes are going in there, and it's a bit of a scuffle there in the middle of the field. Another stupid play there by Jacob Cave. Tumby Bay giving away, they've reversed a free kick and given away 50 metres, and this could cost them a goal. With the good kicking of Simon Pedler, it's a very likely chance he can kick this goal. Coach Richard Horgan won't take that sort of stuff from the Tumby Bay blokes, and I'm sure he'll have a good talk to him if this results in a goal like it has. So Simon Pedler's got Ramblers' first goal on the board, and the Tumby Bay blokes may need a talking to after that silly mistake. Simon Pedler, EP player this year, had a fantastic year, as well as Michael Curtis playing for Tumby Bay today. Both played in the state countryside and both had a fantastic year. Minard and Code go up again, both jump extremely high. Fuller gets through the middle, can't quite get it out, Pilgrim can't pick it up. Ricky Clark's got it, but Pilgrim's on his tail. Shannon's going to shepherd it, but he doesn't quite get it. Kicks it into the forward 50. LeBrun picks it up and he's going to kick it down, looking for Shannon. Shannon's by himself, he's going to go for a run into the 50. No one's on him. Looks for Andy Allen, but can't quite find him. And Prime's going to go for it. Is it going to stay in? Yeah. Ramblers bloke's doing pretty well there. Prime's a big bloke, and it was good to get him down. Ramblers working hard in defence. They just need to get down their forward 50 and kick their goals.
Yeah, Simon Pedler to kick out of that free kick. Code takes a big mark. The options were limited and he was floating around there, so he's just so tall you have to punch it out of his hands. He's shaping up to go long, he puts it up more than long. It's high, Micken punches forward, Prime's come through, give away a free kick in my opinion. Ball's down on the ground, toss up inside Tumby's 50, about 40 metres out from goal on a slight angle. Ball will go up. Tiller throws the ball up, Rucks go at it, Tumby gets it down, Cabot gathers, gets tackled. Ball's going nowhere, be another ball up. So that silly 50 puts the gap at only a couple of goals, which Tumby wouldn't be happy about. Ball will go up for another toss up. Plenty of players around the ball, there's players everywhere. Curtis gets it, puts it high in the air. Players are under it, punch. Pedler gets a punch. Shannon gets on top of it, and it's touched off the boot for a minor score. Or it was already over the line, I think. So Ramblers will kick back in. I think there's a blood rule happening, so play will just slow down. Micken's coming off. I thought it should have been a free kick on the prime tackle there. Obviously there was contact. Young Parsons to replace Micken, which is height disadvantage at fullback. I think Joel Nagle's lining up to kick out from fullback. He'll have to go long and get it out of there. He does, exactly that, out wide. Holman's under it, Ramblers up, doesn't mark. Tumby kick it forward, it's right on the boundary line. Bounces backwards on the hard ground, Fitzgerald's over it. Gets a handball out, and there'll be a throw in on the other outer side. I think Ramblers would be happy with the quarter at the moment. They're in contention still, but it's only early in the game. Yabby to go up in the ruck again. I don't know why, they've got plenty of ruckmen there. Handball out by Ramblers over the top to Holman. Holman gathers, ball beats him out of bounds. Another throw in. Lots of throw ins, lots of ball ups. Fairly tight and fairly untidy. And the boundary umpire standing right in front of us. Rucks go up. Can't see a thing. Tumby gather the ball, he's tackled well, gets a handball out. Curtis gathers, tried to break the tackle, gets the handball out again. Tumby Bay break the flow, go backwards. Kick forwards. Prime's on the lead, but they miss him by a couple of metres. Pedler gathers. Holman gathers now, the handball, gets the kick, smothered well. Another throw in. So fairly scrambly, fairly non-productive footy, but fairly hard. So ball comes in now, Rucks go at it. Whittle gets his hand to the ball, Fitzgerald gathers, gets a handball out. Coleman gets a kick along the ground, but Tumby Bay are waiting there. Nowhere to go, gets around the tackle, well done. Cabot's under it, gets a punch forward. gathered by young Shannon, goes up in the air, touched on the line, ball still in play. Oh no, goal umpire's called a goal. Must have been very close to still being in play, but he's called it, so that's another goal to Tumby Bay. That'll be 4-goal forward of Tumby Bay. Ramblers 1-1.
Jay Shannon, the A grade's best under 21, best under 18 player, kicking that goal for Tumby Bay. Tumby Bay going to go into the second quarter with a fairly good lead. Can't be much to go in this first quarter. Both rucks go up again. No one really gets possession of it. Code's in there. And the umpire will have it. Fail throw it up in the middle. Cody taps it, doesn't really tap it to anyone. Fitzgerald has a swing and a miss. Gets it to Maggot, can't quite pick it up. Pilgrim has the ball, tackled by Isaac LeBrun. Josh Cave gets it out of the pack, kicks forward to Jared Kemp. Kemp's looking for someone in his 50. Prime's come out from the square. Everyone goes up for it, no one really gets it. Prime looking for another option. David Fleming has a snap at goal, and it looks good. Not quite. Marked on the line. So Ramblers take it out again. Possibly they could have a late chance of a goal here if they can get it into their forward 50. Nigel James and Tyson Micken went up for that. Jim Holman kicks it down towards his player. Damien Clark's looking for it. Good shepherd by Craig Curtis. Ricky Clark's coming out of the back lines and goes through the centre to Jay Shannon. He's going to hold it up. You can see the quarter's almost finished. He's going to hold it up. Needs someone to look for. Looks for Jacob Cave down the side. Jacob Cave playing his 99th game today. Kicks into the forward 50. Looking for Prime again. And a good mark there by Simon Pedler, I think it is. That's taken that mark. Yeah, Simon Pedler playing in the back lines now on Prime. Good mark there by Sean Fitzgerald. Ramblers want to keep possession of this, don't let Tumby score at the end of the quarter. If they can keep possession, then they should be all right. Jim Holman's on the far side of the boundary, looking for options. Goes to Tyson Micken, takes a nice overhead mark. And there we are at the end of the first quarter. Tumby Bay 4-4-28 to Ramblers 1-1-7. So what's going on? Still 1-2, working now. And we're back now, guys. Had a bit of a technical glitch there at the start of the third. Not really sure what's happening here at the moment. Tumby Bay is sort of trying to fight a few people. Sam Reed goes up for the mark. Jim Holman knocks it down for him. And it's a throw. Brock Birkin's got the free kick, goes into the 50. And they've given away a 50. James Cutterford might have had a bit of something to say there about that free kick. But the players need to settle down a bit and move on. Tumby Bay's up by way too much to start fighting. Good mark there by Nigel James in the 50.
3-foot advantage there over 50.
Bit of a short against the tool there. Might have to get on someone's shoulders if he wants to try and stop this kick. It's looking good off the boot, and he's excited about that. Tumby Bay got another kick another goal on the board. Sorry. No one else scored while we had the camera off. It was a bit of muck around on the field, but nothing much happened. Tumby Bay now 85-22. Bit of rough and tumble happened at the half-time break on the field with the players. Fired them up a bit. And so we'll probably see a few fists flying in the last couple of quarters. Code and Minard go up for it. Curtis is in there. And Code's wrapped up. Rucks go up again. Pick up by Jefferson, kicks it out. Cuttaford can't quite pick it up. Holman gets it off to him. Bit of a swing and a miss. Tries to get it out. Big Code goes through. Josh gets the handball out. Picked up by Fitzgerald. Pedler can't quite get it. Shepherd on Isaac LeBrun. Jacob Cave gets the ball out, kicks it straight to Micken. Micken looks in for Crettenham. Can't quite take the mark. And it's over the shoulder. So Sid Laurie over the shoulder. Andrew Crettenham's going to have a shot for goal. Tumby Bay supporters having a bit of say about that one. Don't quite agree with the umpires, but think it was fair. And he's missed it off to the side. The Tumby Bay got possession again. Sid Laurie kicks it out quickly this time. Straight out to the top of the 50, looking for Nigel James. And Nigel's beaten there by the shorter guy in Steve Fuller. Fitzgerald takes a big mark, but he can't quite get it, can't quite bring it down. And it's gone to the boundary and just over.
We had a technical glitch with the power supply on the mic early in the quarter, and you missed a bit of entertainment, but basically Tumby are clawing away even further. Ramblers are struggling to score. Reid takes the ball, runs clear, goes to prime. Just a bit of a training run there, really. Lining up for about his 4th or 5th, I suppose. Number 6, they reckon. Should be bread and butter stuff for him, straight out in front. And is. Yep, that's a good goal. Score now 14-7 Tumby Bay, 3-5 Ramblers. The floodgates are about to open, I think. Not a lot of resistance there happening from one end to the other. No dominant ruckman, probably more dominant was James when he came into the middle rather than Cody. Ruck quite well, got up over the top of Minard, but these two, Minard and Code, are pretty well nullifying each other. Whistle's gone, 5 in the middle for Tumby Bay. That's just slack. In A grade, that shouldn't happen. Minard to kick the ball out the middle, goes long up forward, looking for somebody. Cody's under it, gets a finger on it but doesn't really take the mark. Tumby throw the ball around, Code look for handball, get the kick out now, it's up in the air. Reid's under it, gets right under it, didn't really want that ball hard enough. Minard takes the bump. Curtis sandwiched between two players, be a ball up. Ball goes up, ruckman are at it again. Minard wins that one, but Curtis is over the top of it, Michael Curtis. Craig gathers, Craig Curtis gets a handball over the top. Shannon's looking, gets a handball across to nowhere, holding the ball, got to be Tumby Bay. Try to do too much there, didn't have to, just get it and get a kick. So young Adam Haasma, recipient of the free kick with a good tackle. Umpire's not happy with what's going on, making him go back over the mark and have another kick. They'll size it up, short kick. Fitzgerald takes the mark. Only just the required 15 metres. Looking for options, but Mickens come forward, takes an easy mark. Got to look further on, got to get it longer. It's a good kick. Pilgrim's under it. It's a beautiful kick. Paid the mark, but barely held that. Bit lucky. Cody Pilgrim's left footer. He's fair way out still. He'd be outside the 50. Long way to go from there. Gonna look for a centering kick. Crettenden's under it. Somebody over the top spoils it. Luke Murray gets a handball forward. Fitzgerald's on the end of it and sneaks a nice goal. So that's a good goal by Fitzgerald. He worked hard both ends of the ground there and got up and finally kicked a goal for Ramblers, but not enough. Need to string 6 or 7 goals together in a row in a hurry. But you can't see that happening. Tumby are too good, too strong, around the ground, controlling the game pretty well.
A good effort there by Fitzgerald. He's played well all year and deserved that goal. Minard and Code up again. Minard gets the tap again. Bit of a tussle over that ball. Fitzgerald gets through the centre, kicks it over to, can't quite take it, gets it down into the forward lines for a nice mark there by Simon Pedler. Can't quite, and it's been rushed through for a behind. Could have probably set up, had a shot, but look for options. Luke Shannon's come back on, looks like he might get a touch first up. Jay Shannon picks up the ball, hasn't got many options, gives it to Michael Curtis. Wants to play around with it a bit, Isaac LeBrun gets it, kicks it on the boundary. John Hunt takes a nice mark, gives it to Jay Shannon, who's all by himself again. Looks for Jared Kemp, a bit short for him, but he still picks it up. Kicks it in straight onto Primer's chest. As I was saying before, a bit like a training run for Tumby there. Too many loose players, and Ramblers need to get on their man. That's where Primey likes him right in his chest, and it was a good delivery by Jared Kemp. Primey's kicked another one for today, and now we think he's kicked. Can't do much with him when he's marking him on his chest like that and kicking straight. Ramblers just need to keep together now and keep the dignity up, because they may struggle to get back from here. Damien Clark gets it. No one's helped him out to shepherd him. It's a good tackle there by Nagel. Simon Pedler knocks LeBrun off the ball. Jacob Cave kicks it along the boundary to Shannon. Shannon can't quite take it, he's under it, but he picks up the crumbs. Almost had a bit too long, gives to Jefferson, who looks for Primey again in the... Gave Micken a bit of a chair to sit on in his back. A bit unlucky there for Micken. I think he sort of fell into that a bit, but that's the way that the game goes, unfortunately. But Primey sets up again from his prime spot. It's number 8 for Prime, I think, today. A lot of Tumby blokes had a hand in that goal. Started off down the defence line and they got it down and back to Primey.
Yes, it's starting to look a bit ominous now. The Tumby forwards, wingers, halfbackers are moving the ball fairly easy, fairly fluently. When you got a spearhead that big and that wide, you just got to put it there. He's just finishing it off. Out the middle, Fuller gets a kick forward but rushed. Tumby are over the top, knock it forward. Micken gathers the ball, breaks through the pack, gets a handball forward. Cutterford's mishandled the ball, pulled it in. Stew on a bit quiet, umpire swallowed the whistle here. Curtis looks for us, gets it over. They link well, their handball's good. And here it is again. Just a fairly ominous looking thing coming forward when he leads. But that's up to the half-backers and that to stand in front of him. If you don't want to do the work, he'll keep swallowing them up. In range. I think that's number 9 for Prime. And might as well drag him off. He's had a good day. Game's over, I think. Going to be a similar outcome to the B grade today. One-sided game. Ramblers don't seem to have much left in the tank. It's been a long year. Injuries. think 9 players left the side last year. Tumby have recruited well, and it's looking like it at the moment. The ball's about to go up in the middle. There's a quarter and a half to go yet. Still a fair way. Starting to blow out now. Minard gets up, wins the ruck down to Fitz. Ramblers overrun the ball. Curtis is over it, drops the ball. Should be going for holding the ball. No, wrong call there. Put the ball down. You can't do that. Gets the kick. Up forward to his brother Craig. Punched off the ball. The frees are coming, but when you're in front, they'll come. Wasn't much of a free there, but he got it. And the kick's wide. Somebody out there. Jono Hunt's out there on his own. Looking for options. Just centres at top of the square. Tyson Micken takes a nice easy mark. Going to come back towards... Oh, Parsons had to put a hand up. The kick only went 5 metres. Gets around on the left. Shanked it on the left foot. Cody gets an easy kick up high. Knocked forward by Ramblers. Bit of a tussle. Be a ball up. Fairly untidy footy. Blood rule for Scott Micken again. He got his eye opened up with a prime tackle early in the game. A fairly big cut above his eye. This just holds the game up for a bit longer. Luke Murray comes on for Micken. Ball will go up in front of Tumby Bay's goal. Fair crowd of players around the toss-up. Ball's up high, pushing and shoving. Arms go up, slap the ball out towards Ramblers' way. Fuller gathers the ball nicely, gets it on the left. Pedlar's there, picks up in the middle, gets a kick. Too late the tackle by Curtis, but let it slip. There's a bump there. Cody's marked nicely. Push was fair, no hands in it, just body work. Minard's under it, gets his hands up and he's taken a mark. Good mark. Tired ruckman, that was a good mark. Only 15 metres out, but the kicking can be astray sometimes, but being this close you'd think he'd be able to dob that one. There's a good mark. Sid Laurie's no slouch. And he's missed it. Not surprising, his legs would be pretty tired, he's rucked all day. But good players finish them off. So Sid Laurie to kick out from fullback for Tumby. Been told to hurry up, goes the long kick right outside the 50. Tumby wait down, get the kick away. Screw punt forward. Claughton's with Yabby out to Tyson Micken. Rambler player goes to ground, lets Tumby just run onto the ball. Ricky Clark gets a kick forward. It's gone high. Holman's under it, easy mark. He can try, but the tractor will never catch him. Good kick out wide. Pedler gets the kick on. Cody Pilgrim takes a good mark under pressure. He's still a long way from goal. Just looks a little bit cleaner, but it's way too late in the game to do a lot of good. Plays on now. He's a left footer. He's thinking about a bounce. No, he kicked long. Crittenden punched the ball forward. I don't know how you can find a free kick there. That's just 2 blokes going up the footy. Not much in that. Short kick. Ricky Clark's on the end of it. Takes off. He always does. He plays on every time he gets. Gets the long high kick in, but really to nobody. Brad Claughton underneath the ball. Takes a nice mark. Sends it back. Paul Boxer takes the kick on the left. Looks for Fuller. Goes up one-handed. Tumby Bay 3-1. Fuller does very well. Gets it out. Lost a handle on it. Micken gets a handball over. Plenty of Rambler players there. Cuttaford has shots at goal. Just rush through for a point. So a few scoring opportunities for Ramblers, but minor scores. Sid Laurie to kick back in. Takes his time. With the way Tumby are playing, I'd be banging it out and getting it up the ground fairly quickly. Just going an old long kick out the other side. Tumby Bay take a mark, uncontested. Up along the wing. Pedlar's there, gets outrun by Jefferson, I think. Hammer Quigley gets a nice handball forward over to Cuttaford, waiting for the run. Goes round the player, looks forward, gets the pass out. Crittenden up. didn't quite glove the ball, runs into an open goal and finishes. That'll be Crittenden 3 or 4 for the day. The other end, Prime with probably 9.
Yeah, Prime looks like he's got 9 for today. Probably kick a couple more, still got a quarter to go. Might be able to crack the 150 if he's lucky. Ramblers getting a few goals this quarter, but I think they left the run a bit late to get back in the game. Pedlar's back in the ruck for Ramblers, giving Minard a rest, but Code's still in for Tumby Bay. Both ruck go up for it. Curtis gets the ball, kicks it forward. Looking for Sam Reid. Can't quite get it, but he kicks it forward. He's going to get the Shepherd while Darcy Lunn picks it up. Good handball there. Bit of a wayward kick, but Primey seems to be able to find it. He looked to have passed off, but he's kicked himself another goal. So that's number 10 for Prime. And I'm sure probably a couple more to come. 9 or 10? 9 now. Sorry, that was number 9. Getting a bit ahead of myself, but hopefully 10 soon. So Tumby Bay embarrassing Ramblers a bit at the moment with their plays. Nigel James and Scott Micken comes back onto Ramblers, had his eye patched up again, and he'll head back to stand Prime. The umpire throws the ball up in the middle. Goes to Cody Pilgrim. Sorry, Ben Quigley, that was. Code gets it out. Andy Allen kicks the ball down to John Hunt, puts it in front of him. Can't quite pick it up cleanly, but he gets it in the end. Goes on the boundary, getting pretty close, but just taps it over. Boundary umpires have had a lot of possessions today. So there's going to be a free kick there against Brad Corton. So Jared Kemp will take the free kick. Look for Prime again. Can't quite get him. Good tackle there by the Ramblers bloke. Jared Kemp kicks it to the top of the square. Looking for Sam Reid. Turns around, gets out of the tackle. Has a snap at goal. And Mark taken on the line there. Oh, it's a point. So Ramblers kick it in quickly. Good one-handed mark taken there. And Ben Quigley can't quite take the mark, and it goes over the boundary line again. Both teams, you can tell, getting tired. A few wayward kicks here and there, but they still got a quarter to go. Good mark in the middle there by Brian Code. Simon Peller can't quite get to him to knock it out of his hands. He'll go straight into the 50. Shannon's there. Can't quite take it, goes over his head. Sean Fitzgerald picks it up and looks for Ben Quigley on the boundary. Takes a good mark. Rams have to give him some options. Looks for Simon Pedler. Goes over his and Code's head, and Darcy Lunn picks it up and puts it straight in the boot. Straight off the boot of Ben Quigley, and it's a mark to Brian Code. Gives it to Andy Allen. Gives it to Michael Curtis. On to Jefferson. Looks for Sam Reid, can't quite take the mark. Josh Cave couldn't pick up the crumbs, but Sam Reid picks him up again, and he almost could have had holding the ball when he does. Good tackle there, and Sam just tried to do a bit too much with it. Was looking for goals, and he kicked it straight back to Tumby. Nigel James has taken a good mark. Starting to cramp up a bit, I think, Nigel. Gives it to Jefferson to have the kick, who gives it to Josh Cave.
I think that's leather poisoning.
Jay Shannon looks to want to take a screamer, but he doesn't quite get up there.
And in the back, free kick.
Yeah. Was probably a bit unlucky with the in the back, but they would have paid it in the AFL, but I don't think here in Great Flinders. They'll pay that one. Goes in again. A few Ramblers blokes go up for the ruck. Bit scrappy on the ground. Michael Curtis has it. Looks for Andy Allen in the centre. Ben Quigley takes a good mark in front of him. Had him out of position a bit there, Andy, and Ben takes a good mark. Looks for Andrew Cretton in the middle, but Jacob Cave does a good job on him. Code gives it to Lund, who kicks it straight down the middle. Looking for Shannon again. Can't take the mark. Normally takes those marks, but couldn't take it that time. Rams have got it again. And it's going to be, no, umpire's still not going to call it. There he is.
Yeah, ball up, scrambly footy at the moment. Tumby are trying to force it forward. Rambler are grouping around the ball, slowing things down a bit. Just a lot of missed kicks, a lot of missed handballs at the moment. Players are getting weary, and there is another quarter to go yet. Fleming missed fumbles, just grabs it back again as a poke forward. Really made work hard for the forward there. Holman gathers, gets a handball, loses his footing. Curtis jams it on the boot. Touched on the line again. Still in play. Prime's trying to, he's sitting over the top of it. So what's the umpire going to do? Ball up? I think we've got a ball up in the square for Tumby Bay square, in the goal square. Ramblers push it through. Well done, Holman. So it'll be a kick out, point to Tumby Bay, knocked through on the ruck contest. Score now is 18-18, so best part of 40 scoring shots to not very many, 5 goals 8. So outside on the out of flank for Ramblers on the half back line. Free kick Tumby, handball played on straight away. Michael Curtis creeping down. Helicopter kick, Prime's under it, mishandles it, through for a minor score. And he's won a free kick. He'll just step around and kick this goal, you'd think. There he goes. Straight through the middle. Yeah. Signs were there. Signs were there early in the day. Slow goal like that, Dan. You need a bit of rain, a bit of luck, a bit of wind. It's too fine, too good, too many kicks coming in. Had a field day. So in the middle we got Pedler going up in the ruck. Simon, Code still in the ruck. Minard must be off having a spell, which be tired. He's rucked on his own all year pretty well. Had a long year. Pedler wins the ruck down to Fitzgerald. Can't get a handball out clearly. Good bump through. James put his body on the line. Good effort. Coach for Ramblers over the ball. Can't get a handle on it. Curtis comes out. Tries to bust the tackle. It's untidy in there. There's boots. His arms. There's good tackle there by Fitzgerald. Cave tries to go through. Goes nowhere. That's 3/4 time. O-grade grand final. Tumby versus Ramblers. 5 goal 8 Ramblers. Trailing badly. 19 I think. Tumby Bay.
Going into the last quarter of the 2007 Great Flinders Grand Final between Tumby Bay and Ramblers. So it looks like Tumby Bay's got the game, but it's not over till the siren sounds. Pedler's still in the ruck with Code. Flemo picks it up. Bit of scrappy footy there, but Michael Curtis gets it out of the middle. Looks for Sam Reid. No, going to take it with Micken. Scott Micken played well today in the back lines. Hits it to Paul Boxer, Ramblers coach. Looks for options down the field. Both players underneath it punch it away. Can't quite get it. Fitzgerald takes it again. Gives it back to Boxer, can't quite get it. And it's a high tackle on Josh Cave. Bit of a poor kick there, tired legs obviously. Micken gets it away to Ben Quigley. Wants kick into the forward lines. Bays Michael Curtis. Minard can't quite take the mark. Damien Clark gets it out, looks for Nigel James. Is he going to be beaten to it by Ben Quigley? I think he will be. Gives it to Tyson Micken. Back to Simon Pedler. Pedler has a shot for goal. And Sid Laurie takes a mark in the square, so no score there for Pedlar. Laurie gives it to Michael Curtis, 100 gamer for Sturt, playing well this year. Looks to give it to Jared Kemp, also played well today. Taken a few good strong marks and played well. Nigel James, very lucky there, Nigel James. Just dropped it at the end, but the umpire paid it to him. Kicks it to Jeffo. Jeffo looks for Prime, puts it right out in front of him and kicks it to Prime. Prime's having a pearler of it today. Kicked his 10 goals already and could quite possibly go for his 11th. And he's given away the 50. Prime missed everything there, which is quite out of character, but he's going to be given the 50 straight in front to get his 11th goal of today. Dion Whittle went a bit over the mark and it's going to give Primey another free shot in front of goal. It should have been straight out in front, but I don't think it matters with Prime. He would have kicked it on the angle, straight out in front, wherever. He was pretty lucky to get that kick again, but Whittle did go over the mark. And Tumby Bay score again through Prime. It's his 11th goal, and he's playing well today, as are all of the Tumby Bay blokes.
Yes, Brooke Tumby Bay just have to wait another 20 or so minutes, go through the motions and got themselves a grand final. Ramblers really just have to get their hands on the ball and just hang on to it. Just don't let Tumby Bay run up the footy, but not happening. Tumby are too strong. Blasted forward straight to Tumby Bay on the Rambler half forward line. Clarkie's got it again, goes across the ground. Really probably should have gone forward, they're playing that well. Short kick to nobody really. A late tackle on Meccan, got the handball out easily. Meccan kicks it forward, punched away from the Rambler player. Curtis dodged out of that too easy. Younger player came at him, just let it happen. Cave gets handball over to Curtis. Gets it over wide. Code. Curtis again. Should be holding the ball too slow. Try to do too much. Yeah, suck Meccan in. Played on to Craig Curtis now. Marks up. Nobody there. What's going on here? The umpire's found something. Soft free kick to Prime. I wouldn't mind a name called Prime today. He's got some easy ones. That was about as easy a kick he'll ever get in A-grade footy. Protected species full forward. You don't have to do much to them. That'll be number 12. It is. Just turning into a training run now for Tumby. Get kicks that easy in the A-grade. I wouldn't mind playing again. So the ball will come back to the middle. Monotonous 5 or 6 times this quarter already. But the real resistance in Meccan is off Prime now, so he's pretty well got it all on his own. Opened him up in the first quarter, above the eye. The crude tackle, but he did what he had to do to get rid of a good fullback. Ball goes up in the middle. Pedlar up. Cody nullified each other again in the ruck. Fitzgerald's got the ball, gets handball out to Pedlar, looking for options. Caught. It was there. It's holding the ball. Bit slow. James is silly. No silliness by James. They got the free kick. Try to dodge around. Does it fairly easy. Young Cave. Parsons over the ball, being held by Shannon. Free kick there. Ball box makes the lead, kicks over the top. That's holding the ball, duck the tackle. Got to be holding the ball. Yes, good tackle by Pedlar. So that it's hard work for Simon. There's not a lot on offer to kick to. He just bangs it down the line towards Cretton. It's a good mark to young Cave, I think. Over the top of Cretton. Ramblers look tired. They look spent. Had enough. Past a joke now. The score line's that huge. He's got to play it out for the next 20 minutes. Fitzgerald's tried all day. That's a good kick forward to Cutterford. Doesn't hit him. He's running after the ball now. Gathers. Should be able to deliver that ball. Minor score to Ramblers, 1 point. Tumby to kick it in. Long kick in. Straight to a Tumby player. Good kick in. It's a good 55-metre kick. No contest at the ball. Nobody touched it. Jefferson runs onto it, picks it up one-handed over to Yabby. Prime's in the ruck again. Oh, in the marking contest. It's just, he's a good full forward, but it's just coming in that often. He'd have to get a bit of the football today, you'd think. He has. Stabs at the ball a bit, shanks it. It's a big miss. But with that many scores he's got, he doesn't mind, I wouldn't think. Fitzgerald again takes another mark, kicks it off. Whittle takes a mark, runs through 50-metre arc, out up the wing towards Ramblers forward line. Boys up, boys down. Handball that by Ramblers, pushing it towards the boundary line. Tumby. Gathered by Clark. Handball to back to Ramblers to Micken. Luke Murray too slow on the ball, knocked free in the tackle. Tumby Bay free kick holding the ball. John O'Hunt. Plays on now, kicks long. Looking for James, gets up high, shorter player. He's a good mark. Second best player today, I think. Maybe third. I'd put Yabby second. Takes a good mark. Always did when he was a junior player. Had a shot, but just dropped short. Prime's got it. How to get rid of it. Reed's dodging nobody. Back to Prime. Another goal. Just not enough pressure there to stop those guys. So when you got that many tall players around the ground that take marks, it makes life easy.
Everyone just seems to be giving it to Primey. Wants to hand it on. 149 now for the year is his tally. Is he going to make 150? If they can get it back down there again, he seems to be just a bit of a ball magnet at the moment. Seems to be getting to him nice and easy. A few tired blokes out there, I think, today. It's been a tough, hard slog, and I think Ramblers will be happy when the siren sounds, as will Tumby Bay be. Cody lets Pedler have that one, gives it straight to James again. Pick up by Michael Curtis, gives it to Jefferson, handballs it straight out. Darcy Lund fumbles it a bit, picks it up again and kicks it straight to Shannon. Shannon looks to go into goals. Prime's there again, don't think it's quite going to get to him. Could possibly be. Is this the 150th? That's 150 for Primey. Primey's cracked the 150. And the Tumby Bay supporters are happy. They've been keeping count all season, and he's got the 150. He's a bit excited, and I think he'll celebrate hard tonight with that goal. Score now 22-11, 148 to 5-9-39. Rucks go up it again. Bit high there on Jefferson, but it doesn't get the free kick, and the umpire will have it. Micken goes up for the ruck. Paul Boxer gets it out, kicks it straight up in the air. Cave knocks it forward. James is going to pick it up, gives it to Jefferson. They're both clear. Looks to go for Primey again, and he's taken it. Good call there by umpire Nick Fay. Was a push in the back, and he played it well. James goes up for the ball again, can't quite mark it. Pushes it to the boundary. Ramblers get it and push it over the boundary, as it's been a lot of the day. Throws it in. Johnny Hunt knocks it forward. Jim Holman looks to pick it up but can't quite get it before it goes back over the line. Said before, I think the boundary umpires have racked up a few possessions today. Jim Holman goes up for that one, taps it to his teammate, but finds Nigel James. James looks for Flemmo in the centre. Not best of kicks, but tired legs, I think. Craig Curtis kicks into Yabby, over his head. Prime's on it again, but almost had it. Prime's given away the free. Didn't have the ball when it was definitely warranted for a free. Well done by D on the middle there to keep his composure under Prime's pressure. Kick there by Cabot. Goes to Ben Quigley on the far side. Looking for Micken again. Can't quite get his hands to it. Sam Reed picks it up. Played quite well today. Looks for Shannon in the centre. Shannon can see John Hunt, but Micken's coming up behind him. Good punch away by the Micken. Andy Allen gets it from Curtis. Luke Shannon looks for Jefferson. Jefferson all by himself. Going to have a shot for goal.
Definitely not a goal kicker, is he?
Can't quite get it. No. Thought he had it, but he didn't come well off the boot. But I think with the scoreline as the way it is, I don't think it's going to matter at this stage. That point just adds to Ramblers' woes. Ben Quigley's going to play on the advantage. Looks for Simon Pedler, who gets it quite easy. Ben Quigley gets it again. And he's going to get the free kick for the bump after the kick. Tumby Bay just getting a bit lazy on that stuff. So they been a long day, both sides, and they looking for the siren to go. It's Pilgrim down in the 50, and he's going to look for a shot on goal. No, he's going to kick it to his teammate in Doyle, Anthony Doyle. Lines up for the shot. Bit of a difficult angle, but stabs at it a bit. But it's gone through. Bit of a not a good looking kick, but it went through for the 6 points.
Yeah, had the desired result, but since half time it's only about the second goal for Ramblers, so it's been pretty much of a drought for their scoring. Just going through best players, I reckon, just for my personal view, I think Primey, of course, number 1 for Tumby. Yabby second, James third. That's my tip. I think there's been other good players around the ground, but they'd be my best 3 players for the day. Ramblers, just for effort, Jim Holman, Sean Fitz and Tyson Micken. Balls come out to the Rambler coach's box, be a throw in. Rucks will gather, going through the motions again. About another 10 minutes to go, although there's been that many goals kicked, it could go longer. Well, that's chucked out of the pack by Curtis and got away with it. Prime's on the lead again. It's all getting a bit clinical now. He's fading for the pass off, but it won't happen. He's going for goal. He's passed it off. Another easy goal, just too easy. No pressure. It's quite a few goals kicked this quarter for Tumby. We're only a bit over halfway through. The players are looking disinterested now. It's getting late in the game. Ball will go up in the middle again. Code and Minard's back in. Minard wins a ruck this time. Straight to Curtis in the middle. James again. Curtis again running wide, running backwards, looking for somebody to kick to. Does, gets a handball back to Sid Laurie, kicks long. John O. Hunt's on his own, uncontested mark on the other side boundary. Kicks up to a lead. Shannon's on the end of it. No, doesn't mark. Tyson Meckin, good pressure. Shannon dives on the ball. Gets it out to his brother. Curtis is on the end of it. Cave has a shot. Meckin gets a punch away. Just too high for Primey. Can't get off the ground, so you've got to have on the lead with Primey. Whittle to kick out. Looking for Fitzgerald. Takes a good mark. Plays on. Kicks out. Looking for Holman, but it's right on the boundary line. It's on the full. Tumby get another kick in. Reed to take it. Been a long day at the office for Ramblers, but really the Tumby Bay side's been the form side all year, undefeated. Not surprising this has happened today. Just more quality players in their side. Fitter. Holman takes another mark on the other side from Fitzgerald again. Adam Harsma, free kick, should be 50, high tackle. And is, yeah, that was slackness. Some of the things happening in the quarter by Tumby Bay 4 or 5 times this quarter, just giving away free kicks when they don't have to. It's nice to be in front, but you've got to play in front and not behind. Harsma to take the kick on the wing, looks short. Chopped off by James again. He's taken mark after mark all day, been real good. Kicks forward, unmarked Tumby player over that side. Can't quite see who it is. Kicks forward along the boundary again, looking for Yabby. Punched away by Clawton. Another throw in.
Yeah, not long to go now in the 2007 A-grade Grand Final. Mentioning best players before, I would agree with Rob. With his picks, definitely Primey, Yabby, James. Curtis brothers had their hands in a few plays, and for Ramblers, Jim Holman, Tyson Meckin and Sean Fitzgerald, definitely the standout players for them. And Fitzgerald takes it through the centre, goes for a bit of a run to his teammate. Shannon can't quite get there to put the pressure on. And a mark there taken by Simon Pedler. Looks for Pilgrim. Takes a nice mark in front of Ricky Clark. Looks like he's going to set up for a shot for goal. Might as well have a crack.
He played about 6 games a year with broken arms.
Touched on the line. Bit unfortunate there for Pilgrim. Came back from a broken arm this year and lucky to make it back to the A-grade side. Played quite well. Sid Laurie kicks it in again from Tumby Bay. Minard goes to the mark, can't quite take it with Code behind him. And there's going to be a free kick there. Jay Shannon takes it. Nigel James almost takes another mark. Pressure by Meckin. It's going to be the free kick to Tumby Bay, I think. Nigel James gets it. Gives it to Craig Curtis in the middle. And there's Damien Clark all by himself. Jim Holman, a bit unlucky there. Shepherded off the ball. Probably should have been given a free kick. Good work there by Meckin to punch the ball down and gives it to Ben Quigley. Quigley looking for options down the field. Kicks in the direction of Minard, but there's 3 Tumby blokes there against 1 Ramblers and can't do much with that sort of pressure. Cody's got it, gives it to Curtis in the middle. Can't be much longer to go in this quarter now. Gives it to Jefferson. Tumby Bay is going to play with Ramblers now. Gives it to Clark. Leg speed's gone from a lot of them. Sam Reed's there, takes a nice mark and deserves a goal for his efforts. Umpire sets him up on the spot. He's a left foot kick, so let's see how this goes. Straight out on the full. About like Sammy, but those things happen. Lucky it wasn't the shot to win the game, because it went nowhere. So Sean Fitzgerald's going to take the kick in. Kicks it to Cabot. Mickens down here on the boundary. Goes for him, but Cave gets there. Can't quite take the mark. Fuller gets it. Gives it to Micken. Gives it to Boxer. Boxer's on the boundary. And gives it to Clark. Straight to Damien Clark. Finds Darcy Lunn in the middle. Good mark there for the first year player for Tumby. Gives it to Curtis. He gives it to Shannon. Shannon goes for a run. Couldn't quite get him. Cabot had a good chance at Shannon, but couldn't quite hang on to him. And a good mark there, and good mark there by Fitzgerald in front of the big man Prime. And it's going to come back here to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald gives it to Holman. Ramblers just got to keep him in possession now and not let Tumby score anymore. Micken goes up, can't quite get it. It's given to Cabot. Touched off the boot. Code sees it over the line. Tumby Bay can see the premiership in their sights, and I think a few of them are getting a bit excited. They can see the end is near. Jeffo gives it to Nigel James. Shannon can't quite take the mark, and it's taken by the Ramblers bloke. Puts it ahead of Ben Quigley. Gives it to the Ramblers guy in the centre. That's Fuller. Kicks it to number Anthony Doyle. Has a shot for goal, and is missed. Seems to be the story of the day for Ramblers. Can't get it through their goals, and they add another point to the board to make it 23-12, 150 for Tumby Bay, 6-11, 46 for Ramblers.
I'll have a quick chat, Brooke. You can finish the game off if you like. Tumby Bay are running around with this ball. They're running at our defence far too easy, late in the game. The Rambler boys have probably had enough. Good mark by Micken. Battled hard all day as he always does. 50 metres paid. Won't matter, won't have any influence on the score of this game, but still nobody on the mark. Micken goes to play off. Kicks forward. Tumby Bay knocked the ball forward. Gathers nicely. Kicked it down the line. Over the ball. Collared. Paid a high tackle. Young fella's going to have a kick. Young Cave, is it? Going to have a kick. Just kicked it up in the air. Micken punched it away. Curtis flies through. Johnny Hunt gets a kick round the corner. It's up in the air. Yabby's hanging on. Holman gathers the ball nicely. Pedler should mark on the end of this kick. Yep, does. Looking for options. Not much happening. Late in the game, still hanging on to the ball, nothing happening to kick to. Gonna just have to go long. Short, he's gone short towards the middle to Micken. Forrester's played on, got the kick away. Middle of the ground, Ramblers didn't want that footy hard enough. Cutterford gets around, gets a handball, too slow. Cody Pilgrim gets one out to Tiger Cabot, gets a kick off. Crittenden under it, oh, high tackle there. Didn't get paid. Cave went to gather the ball, just jams it on the boot. Pushed under the ball, Minard. Short handball stuff. Tumby Bay looking for handball after handball, and they're good at it. Clark doesn't gather. Cody's caught. Kicked across the ground. Up in the air, and that's it. 2007 grand final goes to Tumby Bay. Final score 23-12, 150. 6 goal 10. congratulations to Tumby. Brooke can have her say.
Tumby Bay have stopped Ramblers' run of premierships, stopped them getting 6 in a row, and they've got their first since '99. So congratulations, Tumby boys. Definitely an all-round effort from all of them, and they Tumby are excited, and I think it's going to be a huge party, Tumby tonight, and they are. It's been a fantastic year for them, undefeated, male medalist in primary, got his 150 goals today, and he's done well. Well done to Tumby Bay, and over and out.
Everyone's on the phone. Oh.
Number 4, Michael Curtis. Welcome home, Maggot. 5, Ferret. They actually kicked to each other today. Well done, Ferret.
You should stay together. What on, Michael?
One of the youngest in the side, Brock Birkin, number 6. Welcome, Brock, to the club. Number 7, that sensation, Jay Shannon. We've probably just seen him grace our oval for the last time today. Number 8, played a magnificent game, Nigel Jones. Number 12, the oldest man on the ground, Andy Allen. 13, this guy's meant to be in England, but he postponed his plane flight, David Flinders. One of our vice captains, the ever reliable number 14, Josh Kay. Number 15, this guy's pretty happy Andy Allen's playing, so he's not the oldest man on the ground, Ricky Clark. 16, a new guy to the club, and what a magnificent acquisition he's been. Jim Fine, Colin Jefferson. Number 18, another one of our vice captains. This guy just doesn't know how to give up. Kempy, Jared. Number 22, Luke Shannon. Did he play a ripper today, Luke? 24, that big man back playing fullback, Sid Laurie. Sheeran's been postponed till Thursday. 25, Sammy Reid was worried he wasn't switched on today. I'd hate to see him if he was. Well done, Sammy. Number 29, I don't think he'll be at school on Monday, Darcy Lund. Number 30 took over the number from Brick Laurie, and he plays footy like Brick. Isaac LeBrun. Number 32, made famous by Edna, Damien Clark. Number 35 had to be bought off Kane White. They had a deal one night, so it was Kane White's original number, but Jacob Kay played a pretty good game today. And another one of our vice captains, and they don't get any smaller as the game gets longer. Big Cody, well played, Cody. Number 45. This guy's got more medals than that American general. Well done, Chris Prime. Fantastic effort. And now I'd like to ask the captain, John Hunt, and the coach, Richard Horgan, to come up and receive their medals. Stevie Milton, our runner, looks like he can still play footy.
Thanks, Don. How you, lads?
I'd just like to thank all the Tumby Bay supporters, all the other supporters that come out and make football part of what it is every week around here. And most of all, thank the teammates, the coach, everyone involved with the team. That goes right through the netballs and everybody's a great club. And most of all, just thanks again, boys, for carrying me through the last 2 years. So.
Commiserations, I think is the word you're looking for, to Ramblers. Now we're in the same spot last year, so we know how you feel. The thing about Ramblers Footy Club is that they set the bar pretty high, and congratulations to you and your club. I'm sure you had a great night. To all of my supporters, Richard Murphy, it's been fantastic support to me, to Sean McInerney as well, to Subbo, all of our trainers. We've got lots and lots of trainers who do a great job every week, to our supporters and the people back at the club. I'm sure we'll have a terrific night tonight. But most of all, I think it's really the players who put all the effort in. You know, we talked about the number of hours they put in at training, and just the way they've played this year as a team has been sensational. And you know, I really take my hat off to all of our players. I just think they've done a fantastic job. Thanks for that.